Hello, 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 and hello. I wonder if it would be better if I move that camera over there. Well, hello. I'm JJW. I'm the Lone Star Dad, and I'm gonna draw. We're gonna draw something. I don't know. I got my pen. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do something creative. I'm not sure entirely what that's gonna be yet. We got a lot of stuff to do. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm going to see if people trickle in here. And if they do, maybe we'll work on it. I'm going to switch the camera over to this camera for a minute. And while I do that, I'm going to move this dude over here because I generally talk to Deacon like here-ish. I don't really want to. Let me just see what that looks like. Got a little bit too much of the corner. That's not too bad. That'll work. And it'll look a little bit more like I'm looking at Deacon whilst I am looking at all of you guys. So that'll be a little bit better. It's kind of weird. Also, I've got dust in here. I got dust in here. The dust is settling on my computer monitor. I need to wipe that down. Okay, what are we doing, JJ? Got a lot of stuff to do. I'm gonna want some feedback if possible, occasionally. So let me do that. We're gonna throw it over here to this screen. So here's the thing I was working on right before we went live. Should I do this? Should I do that? What do you think? All right. Hello, hey, how you doing? I'm JJ. Okay, so we got a lot of recent developments, guys, going on. A lot of recent developments in the last couple of days. So, first of all, if you are on YouTube or Twitch, I can see you chat. If you chat in. If you are on the preferred platform of Rumbles, I'm gonna have to jump in here and make sure to kind of keep that assets open. But what can I do? Maybe I can pull this window out and shove it up to that side. And then put the Rumble rants right there so I can kind of see that. And then I will fill the rest of this window with our streaming console. Boom. Now I can see Rumble rants. Let me throw a little rant in there. Hey, everybody. And I can also see the links over here. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on. See, I'm so inspired over the last couple of days to like make stuff because I want to have stuff ready to go. I wanted it ready to go today, but for this show so that we could do a let's draw. But I didn't have we've only got so much time and I haven't had time to get everything in place like it needs to be in place. I've got a new outro cut. I think I uploaded that to this stuff for tomorrow. So we'll have the outro available. I'm halfway through another cut of the Your Two Dads intro. So I have the Your Two Dads intro. That could be better. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to make it better. We got the frame for Lone Star Dad cut, and you can see it's in this image here at the moment. I'm not. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So this is Clipstream Studio. It's a free tool that I'm using to do the little bits and segments and stuff that are like videos like that, like the moon, the Howling Moon video that I did last week for the Werewolf Wednesday gag. For some of the I don't know. It's just what tool I have that I'm using. So here's a potential intro for Lone Star Dad. Let's see what it looks like. It's a little too long. Whoa! Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez! That soundtrack is too long for me. But if we silence that stuff and maybe find some other media. Also, let me know if the level's too loud. I can maybe bring the levels down on. I mean, it's pretty high. I'm gonna just bring it down a little bit. It's also loud in my ears. Okay, so what are these developments that are going on, JJ? Well, last week we opened our locals support page and converted it into the support for the JJW channel, the various different shows that we do. You can get to the locals support page. You can go there either from rumble.com. Let me pull rumble.com up if you aren't already on rumble.com. So let's go rumble.com/JJW. That's the easy way. That's the easy way, right? And then you'll see, oh, we're streaming right now. We're live. But if you go to rumble.com/JJW, you'll see a join button here. Okay, that gets you there. The other way that you can get to the community is to go to open up an incognito private. The other way that you can get there is you can go straight to jjw.locals.com and you can become a member for free, or you can log in, or if you want to support, there's a support option too. But the Funslingers locals channel has a little. I'm working on. I'm going to be putting like exclusive stuff up there. Like for instance, I had a story. I have a story up yesterday that my wife told me while we were no, no, yesterday morning. I recorded that, put that up there. It was a pretty cool story about how I was started the day watching American Werewolf in Paris, and through a chain of events, got a story about my wife's uh, school teacher. It's 100. Okay, Jeremy says it's too long. It's 100 as long as your two dads intro. That's true. The your two dads intro is about setting a mood. I kind of want to get into the shows a little faster, but the your two dads is about starting the day off and drinking some coffee and priming the audience to have a good day. And that means psychologically imposing a repetitive stress form of telling them they're going to have a good day. So that involves me programming people. So Jeremy, if you haven't already, go to jjw.locals.com and join up, and I'll give you like uh, super access for you don't have to pay anything, but this place is here for the people that are trying to like support the show with dollars because they're having a good time. On the locals portal, you will find this button over here to the right. It says JJW's Funslingers, and that is going to get you into our super exclusive Discord server where we are doing. I mean, we're starting to, and this has only been for like 2 days, but we're starting to build some stuff up here. We're going to have like Funslinger members. Everybody gets to get into the general stuff. The supporters get access to some projects that I'm working on, and like give me some feedback as I'm working on those projects. The supporters also get access to our pre-show planning forum where, hang on just a second. my youngest daughter, it just turned 4 last Thursday. And for her birthday and turning 4, she now gets the privilege of having quiet time in her room instead of having a nap in the afternoons, if she behaves well, if she stays in her room. And she just did not stay in her room. She just came out of her room. So she has to go back in her room. It's new for her. She was asking if she could wake up yet. She's a little confused and honestly, probably a little tired. Anyway, this is going to be where I'm posting up for supporters. Are going to have access to like segments and stories in advance of the shows, and so they have a like little bit of exclusive access, so that's cool. But otherwise, we're in here talking about all kinds of stuff. I mean, we're talking comics, we're talking books. You can see Jack Black in his underwear. I don't know. Somebody told me this morning about Jupiter. Tomorrow night, we're going to be able to look out the window and see Jupiter at the closest point that it's been for 117 years. So anyway, we're building this up. This is all available to you for free for joining locals and becoming a supporter and helping us build our cancel proof, ban proof community. You know, we're not going to rely on YouTube, putting the vice to our balls. Okay. So here we go. So as far as this thing goes, I don't like the music, but I got some other stuff. Let me also add to this the element of the Funslingers, one artistic element of the Funslingers stuff. So what we're doing here, this is obviously kind of a ray gun. It's kind of like a retro sci-fi, ray gun. We're just trying to have that as a theme and an aesthetic because drawing a gun and drawing it with a pen, a little bit related. It's all kind of like this space cowboy stuff. So yesterday, somebody posted up some art, some inspired art that wasn't mine. I don't know where they came up with it originally. So you may recognize it, but I thought it was super cool. This is his. This is HL. He posted this up in our server, and it's like, I mean, it's got the colors right. He's got our logo in there. It is like space cowboys, but it got like a 1950s kind of aesthetic. I don't know if this is maybe related to Fallout or something like that. I just don't know. But this is just so cool looking. And then he's got the Funslinger logo on the back of the astronaut's jacket. So that's dope. So we're making like fun stuff over here. That's what we're doing. With that in mind, this Arab soundtrack is just not in kind. It's a little too ominous and I don't know, a little too hard. So I don't know if there's something that's maybe a little bit, I don't know, more retro, like retro sci-fi. And a lot of things here that you have to pay for, so we're not going to do that. I might get Deacon to do some audio filtering on this stuff. Like, what does this sound like? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that. I have to wait on that. Okay. So here is the Cyberfrog piece that I was working on some months ago. So maybe we'll have a look at this. Maybe we'll work on this and just draw on this. We've got, let me take the color separation layers out. The last, I haven't worked on this in some months. I've been working on some other stuff. That looks like roughs. There we go. I am not a colorist, and the color separation stuff was like not my strong suit by any means. So where's Heather? There's Heather. So the last that I had worked on this, we had gotten Cyberfrog drawn and also Salamandroid. We have the primary Vespus being tore apart by Salamandroid. We have secondary Vespus over here. I believe I was working on this guy. We've got Vespus that had already been crushed and hatcheted up, and so we got like pooling blood. We've got Heather and her machete over here. Pretty much done. So we have a blue line Vespus here. Let's see, right there. So we have a Vespus that looks like a previous draft of one, and then I had lightened it up and was going to use parts of it and change things. I think I had been updating the mandibles maybe during the last time I had worked on this. What's up, Mr. E? How you doing? Is this thing working? Please don't tell me that I have all my audio and stuff messed up. I assume you can see my screen, and I can assume that my voice is going on. The art is from an Outer Worlds game. Okay. I was wondering kind of where he had sourced the original material from. It looks pretty cool. I thought it was really awesome. And I guess Outer Worlds is like, I think I have seen an ad for that, and that's pretty much kind of the right vibe, I guess. Let me see what Outer Worlds looks like. Outer Worlds. Maybe they have like a trailer or something. Isn't Outer Worlds kind of like Fallout except more space or something? Outer Worlds trailer. It's from 2019. I don't want to see gameplay. I want to see like some sort of art. So this is like game stuff. Obsidian Entertainment. Aren't they the guys that do like I like this. It's colorful. Yeah. I love it. Is Obsidian the guys that do Fallout, or are they the guys that do BioShock? Because I feel like they do one of those, and that kind of feels like BioShock Infinite a little bit, a little dark humor. That's fun. Speaking of Fallout, Fallout 3 is free next week, starting Thursday. So I'm gonna grab that. Not that I have time to play video games or anything like that in life. Okay. I don't know, Jeremy. If you have any ideas, I was. Let me tell you one other thing that I was kind of like pondering, because what I'm doing is like is I'm mulling over like inspiring kind of like, elements, like 1950s science fiction and retro stuff. I know I posted it in the Discord server, so maybe that'll be the place to go. So here in the inspiration channel, I posted this. Then I found a whole bunch of these yesterday, but I couldn't find any that didn't have the RKO Radio Pictures text already in place. But I immediately started thinking of this days and days and days ago, with that 1940s beep beep. Here here comes news or whatever. I thought maybe, and especially the revolving planet and the radio tower. I just thought that was so cool. And I watched probably like 35 different variations of these from Radio Pictures, RKO Entertainment, between 1930 and 19 in like early 2000s or something like that. I don't even know if it's still a company, but I saw a bunch of these just looking for one that I could maybe like riff on and poach and use for a different in a slightly different way, maybe as a montage sequence or something like that. Couldn't find one that was clean or not watermarked. I found some that were color, and I thought it would be cool to go from black and white to color. I also found this, a colorized version of Metropolis from 1927. This thing is wild. I have never finished watching Metropolis. It's like, it's old and black and white, and I have it on DVD, but like I fall asleep during it trying to watch it. There's no dialogue, so you just have to be visually locked in the whole time. While she's doing this dance, the men in the room are just like so creepy and gross. Wasn't really on spec, but I just thought it was so great. I'm thinking, I'm talking again about Funslingers art, Funslingers channel, and Funslingers kind of derived materials, and it having sort of this 1940s, 1950s futuristic kind of sci-fi thing. So, King of the Rocketman, I found some clips. This is the Fallout 3 trailer. That's all right. And then there's like some Flash Gordon serials and stuff like this. This stuff, I believe, is all in public domain. So if I wanted to, I could actually probably just play like these whole episodes sometimes while I'm doing art or drawing or something like that. Influences, just kind of like elements to, be inspired by. But Friday was really fun for me because I went from like, people want to support the kind of, they did Fallout New Vegas. Obsidian did Fallout New Vegas. Friday, I went from, Mr. E or HL or somebody saying, hey, we kind of like want to, I see your comment there. I'm gonna address that in a second. I'm not sure about that stuff. I went from, people like kind of like watching the show with me and Deacon and whatnot, and people kind of like enjoy hanging out and they want to have a place to support. And if they want to have a place to support, I want to make sure that we have a place that we can all like hang out. And to be honest, I want to separate this creative venture and these shows from the contest stuff because, that server's really for the game. And I know I carved my little spot out of it, but I really need a new place to do that. So I just wanted to set up our own new kind of place. And I want to be able to invite people in. I do shows with Deacon, but I want to be able to, on Sundays, sit down and not worry about creating material for the shows, but instead just draw and have people in, and I'll just talk to people, or maybe we'll talk about news stories or whatever. So, I want a home for that. And that's what I'm kind of working on at the moment. So Jeremy says that the Lone Star Dad frame here reminds him of Marty Robbins and songs like El Paso or Big Iron. I'd have to look that up to get the feeling of it. So let me look up one of those. Marty Robbins, Big Iron.
To the town of Alafree rode a stranger one fine day.
Oh, okay.
Hardly spoke to folks around and didn't have too much to say.
Okay. I can't play too much or copyright strikes. Um, no, I'm not playing contests, man. I mean, I tried to log in the other day and it said a big update, and maybe it did an update in the background. I don't know, but like, I'm no good, and the responsibilities that I have in life don't allow me the time to say I will obligate dozens of hours of my life every week to an alliance. So if I was playing, it'd be out of an alliance, and I already know because I did it for 2 years that you just can't get anywhere in the game. So it got between frustrating, and that causes it to lose its fun. And I don't want to be just pissing all over the game for everybody. And on top of that, the the company Kabam, keeps churning out these like aesthetically devoid characters, and they've been doing it for like a year and a half straight. I've looked at the champs they've released, and I've been like, those are either champions totally paid for by Marvel Cinematic Universe marketing dollars, that's just to get people to go watch their movies, or it's some other trash like Squirrel Girl or whatever that's part of some, extension of like woke Marvel character fronting that people aren't really people that buy comics are not really interested in those characters. That's just all they have left. So, I'm just like, I'm pretty much over it. I haven't even dived in months. And the thing about the contest is that while you're in and you play every day or every week, like it is, it is an addiction. Like you derive some sort of satisfaction from logging in, getting whatever it is, like free daily stuff, maybe playing a quest or something like that. But that, uh, like there's a psychological hook there where they get you every single day, and you're in and you're talking to people, or you're in and you're interacting with people or whatever. But if you go a week or 2 weeks, like you start to break that psychological training. Uh, oh, am I gonna? Okay. Anyway, am I gonna keep the Discord? I'm not giving the Discord to anybody. Or first, I don't trust anybody else to run it as judiciously as I do, or as efficiently as I do. Um, I don't. I just, it's not unimportant to me that contests have a place to be, and the kids that are looking for, a Discord server for the game have a place to go that's got people that are there that help them. And but like I just don't trust anybody else to do it, to run it as well as me. And I've gotten to the point where it's mostly automated, or the moderators are empowered enough that they can handle things, and they don't, and it doesn't like require hours of my day every day. But there was a time when I would spend all day long on Discord, either moderating or, doing something just to make it run smooth, handling issues and things like that. It's fairly automatic. And so now I have the pleasure of being able to drop in and just like interacting with people. And that can be fun, especially if people are doing these like you know uh insults, playing these little insult games. I may have to go check on my kids here. um where is the mouse? I can never find the mouse. I had 3 screens, I can't find the mouse. Where is it? There it is, I found it. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to go anywhere in terms of the Discord server. I'm I'm a force of nature over there for keeping order. just, I just show up and people have to behave or they have to go. I think I need to go check on my kids. Just a second. One of my girls is up and has to go to the bathroom. So, okay. So I think what I need here is to work on a Vespus layer. Is that the one? I think that's the layer. Just want to make sure I don't have extra content on here. Yeah, I do. Okay. So that's the one right there. So here we go. Let's see. It's been a little bit since I've had. You're gonna go back to your room now. Okay. Go on. It's been a little bit since I worked in Clip Studio, and I don't remember what all of my keys do. So it is zoom in and out. Make sure that's working right. Yep. And I think we're good. It's been a minute since I did this, and I don't even know if you guys can see very well. So Jeremy apparently is in a storm right now, which I didn't know about. Am I on a vector layer? I think that's a vector layer. Otherwise, I would try to get Jeremy in here to just talk about, I don't know, whatever. The 720p on, I guess on YouTube. You guys are on YouTube. So I'm streaming at, I should be streaming at 1080, but let me see. I thought that my Restream account allowed me to output at 1080. Let me see what the oh, 720p is my max. The I didn't know this. So I currently am on the standard plan, so that's $190 a year, I guess. And then the professional plan allows me to go up to 1080p to broadcast in 1080p to up to 8 different platforms. 1080p, 1080 on Rumble. Ah, that's cool. Okay, really? Is it 1080 on Rumble? That's nice. For Rumble, I'm doing a direct RTMP stream. So Rumble has a different protocol than the rest of these. Rumble is set up as an RTMP, which has some issues because I'm not, it's just not as easy to set the title or description. So I go over to Rumble and set that, and I have to get a key for each show. And then, but I guess the plus side is that it looks better. So thank you for that information, sir. That tells me that Rumble is the best place to watch the show. Best place to watch a show is rumble.com. So, man, this is. Let me just look at what I've got going on here because it's been a while since I did this. So, Mr. E, maybe you don't know, Cyberfrog is a creature of this will do. Cyberfrog is a product of Ethan Van Sciver. He originally published Cyberfrog back in the 1990s, and then he went to DC and worked for like 26 years at DC. And then he was canceled, so he went to crowdfunding. And yeah, it's easier to chat with me. Thank you, sir. He went to crowdfunding, and he has since made like millions of dollars, like $2 million selling Cyberfrog. He's only done one issue. He's done like a bunch of different kind of campaigns around that issue. He's got other projects that he's got in place. But in terms of books out, Blood Honey is the only Cyberfrog book that's out. And then he has some republished materials, including the entire 1990s run of Cyberfrog, published as a like 500-page hardcover book. And he's a bunch of other kind of like publications and stuff like that. And he's just sent Wrecked Planet, the follow-up to Blood Honey, to print, so that'll be shipping soon. And then we will have we'll continue on the product train there. The Cyberfrog is basically literally a cybernetic frog. It was like some robot spaceship from another planet arrived in the swamps of New Jersey, intending to transform a human into a super warrior to fight this horde of Vespists. But there weren't any humans available, so it turned a frog into like a super warrior. And now it's fighting these Vespists. It's basically just, Ethan wants to draw like a robot frog and a robot lizard and a bunch of bugs and paper wasps. And, it's the art is like next level in the Cyberfrog stuff. Some of the panels are very cinematic. The book itself the Blood Honey book is super good. I'm going to go tell the kids to get in there. Okay, we are good to go. So I'm quite proud of the line art that I did here, but I started doing color separation to be able to color. I'm not a colorist. It's just not a talent that I have. So anyway, I was about 2 months ago moving so quick on this stuff that I was able to really move quickly, but it's now been a little while, and I am not able to get stuff done as fast here. So I think I have a simplify tool. Boom. Seeing that helps. There's also a connect vector lines tool. So yeah, Comicsgate. So there's, oh boy, some interesting characters. For the most part, the people in Comicsgate are, basically people that hold, I don't know, more or less traditional views. And the reason they're in Comicsgate is because I don't understand the icons. I keep losing the dadgum icon. Where is the one that is it this one? Yeah, that's it. Like for instance, Ethan Van Sciver. He's 26 years at DC and in corporate comics, and basically drummed out of DC because he started a YouTube channel and wanted to, just voice his own opinions on stuff. And and he was basically told like, hey, you're saying stuff that we don't like, so you need to cut it out. And he was like, no. No, I don't. So they basically like, now this is back in 2017. He was canceled. He was basically run out of DC. This is the guy that did DC Rebirth and some of the modern classic titles that DC has even published. Yeah. And like DC owes, I say owes, I mean, they don't really owe anybody anything because, it's all like, people worked there and, they got paid. So in there was sense of like, actual debt, they don't owe Ethan a job any more than anybody else owes anybody a job. But the thing is, the people that were getting into editorial and getting into comics, they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're doing it to, spread their agenda, to spread their, they have their messages that they want to front, and they think that everybody needs to hear that. And okay, that's fine, except, it's also a business, and people are not super interested in being preached at in terms of their comic books. So I think I'm going to do this with curves. I think that's the way I want to do it. I probably should have done that other one with those curves too. Yeah. So Comicsgate starts with, it doesn't start with Ethan Van Sciver, but here's the thing. Ethan Van Sciver is a big personality. He is willing to take on the positions that, or not positions. He's basically a character, just a real character of a person. And where most people would, in their judgment, zag, he zigs, and it works usually. Like he can get attention, or he can get support, or whatever it is. So he's a real character. Now there's other people that kind of were Comicsgate before Ethan arrived, but those people were not people that have gravitas personalities. Yeah, no, he's got over $1 million in support. That's just one campaign. He's got, if you look up all, let's pull that up because it's fun stuff. I really like Ethan. Oh boy, that's weird. I think he's funny. Other people, especially the people that hate him, have a predisposition to interpret things he says in the worst possible light. So he leans into that and says stuff that they can misinterpret, and then he uses that to great effect to basically have more things to talk about and content or whatever. I'm scrolling back through my stuff I have. I'm gonna have to go get my kid to get in her room. All right, that's enough. Into bed. I'm handling exactly what he said. She keeps coming out of her room. And going into you? No, she's coming out and going into me. She's not. I've been listening. She is. Forget that. She's been out of her room 5 times in the last 5 minutes. It's over. I mean, it's over. It's over. Bedtime's over. Since when are we going till 2:40? When do you want us to go? They didn't even. On the S is going to be an hour. She needs it. 30 minutes. Do you understand she has no concept of time? I understand that. I told her. I slept 0. Thank you so much. They were. I don't know if you didn't shut your door away. Maybe you wanted to turn the kids. I didn't hear them at all. I heard you. I heard. Well, you didn't hear them. You didn't hear them when Jim was on the toilet and Lily was out here and then Lily was on the toilet and they were talking. I heard that. Yeah. Oh, Ruby. Party. You don't believe in that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so he's got 22 campaigns. You'd have to add up all of these campaigns to see what the actual revenue is, but it's probably somewhere around like 4 or 5 million. I used to have a tally of what these are, but let's see. This one alone is like $450,000, I think. Yeah. This is Rainbow the Brute. This is the warts and all hardback cover that I have up here. That one is $450,000. Just tons of stuff. So much money. Yeah, I was muted. I'm not muted now. Oh, what did that happen? That was weird. Why is it blurry? Okay. So I told you guys earlier that one of my daughters just turned 4 and is just having the first opportunity to have quiet time, and she's tired and needs a nap. So that's what was going on. And unfortunately, I spent so much time talking about kind of the things I'm intending to do. Didn't really get much done. I can hear her crying right now, though. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go talk to her.
Running out of time, Jason.
I'm gonna be back drawing next week. I don't. What is this window? That is so weird. If I come over here, it goes gray. I'm gonna just turn it off. I'm gonna be back and next week, drawing for sure. Obviously, we have the daily show during the day, and I've got to come up with like more of this, stuff, including intros and stingers and segments and things like that. I thank you for showing up. I know we didn't get much done. We'll get more done in the future.